You know what it is, man. You heard me? Right now, downtown Nightwater. I gotta say that, you dig? Cause we on Nolazine TV right now. You heard me? You dig? Ain't no shit, man. You know what it is, man. Kid, you heard? When my hoe crossed me, I shoulda knew better. My mama told me that I could do better. Fuck all the hoppers, they know it's whatever. I don't call no coppers or running no helpers. I've been some places where niggas could never. I kept it modest, I ain't with the extra. And to be honest, you getting me fed up. You too far behind us to try and play catch up. I'm never stopping, I'm never gonna let up. They try to knock me, it always a set. Well, I met Wayne through like mutual friends, you know what I'm saying? Like one of the like OG from on my block, it did Mule, you know what I'm saying? AKA Fugas, whatever you want to call him. It did like Fugas was just all one of them older niggas, like, like he knew I could spit, you know what I'm saying? And so he used to always be like, man, look, I know. He knew Fee, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, I know Fee and this and that, they from Wayne, bro. I'm gonna bring you to him, you dig? I'm gonna bring you to him. And so one day that nigga came got me, you dig? He came got me like, man, I'm about to bring you up there, you know what I'm saying? To spit for Wayne, whatever, this and that. So I'm like, all right, cool, you heard me? For sure, I'm with it. So he brought me up there. What funny was, I sat there, bro, like we was about Mario, you dig? Dude Mario, you know what I'm saying? One of his best friends. By Mario and Sammy, you know what I'm saying? Super Sammy. I'm by their house. We all over there, and they playing the game and shit. So I'm a new nigga. Like I don't know, they don't know me. I don't really know them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just cooling, and so I'm starting to get like impatient. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, man, like what I'm here for. I know I'm supposed to be spitting for the nigga and woo. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm like, man, look, I go run up. I'm like, man, look, you dig? You dig, few partner, whatever. You heard me? I'm about to spit for you. You dig? So he like, man, all right, man, So he like, kind of brushing me off. You know what I'm saying? He's like, look, man, Fee gonna check you out. Type shit. You heard me? So now, you heard me, nigga dead. So now, I'm gonna say, I'm feeling played. You know what I'm saying? I feel disgusted. I got to the man, fuck all that. You know what I'm saying? I can be back, you know what I mean? Understand, doing what I'm doing. You hear me? For real, woo. So, Fee, real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Look, you hear me? Real talk. Look, Fee was like, man, look, you dead, just chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to make the nigga come outside. You know what I'm saying? You heard me? Check you out. So, Fee made him come outside, right? He come out there, he just like, like he wasn't worried about it. But I went to spitting. I went to spit. When I tell you, look, I went to spitting, man. That dude, damn, that did a backflip, man. Like real talk, that nigga damn that did a backflip, man. That nigga went to gun so fucking crazy, like for real. Like I had to rap. I rapped down there 2 hours straight. You know what I'm saying? For real. Like, that nigga was like, man, dog, spit something again. So, like, spit something else. That nigga took the chain because they had the SQ pieces and shit. You know what I'm saying? I never forget that. He took the chain on one of their neck. You heard me? Gave that bit to the nigga. That nigga said, nigga, you so in. You heard me? For real. Look, gave that bit to me. And I was spitting so hard to where everybody else around was like, Tune, you gotta spit something, Tune. Nigga gotta see, you know what I'm saying? For real, like real talk. And, he spit some shit. I come right back, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, nigga, for real, you hear me? Like, nigga ain't got nothing to lose, man. You know what I'm saying? For real, so, for real, like, we got it in that night, you dig? And I could say that next night, we went to the studio. We went by Raj Move, and that's when we started the SQAUD Up mixtape shit. You know what I mean? Like, they already was SQAUD Up. You know what I'm saying? Just him and, there's partners like Gutter and Streets and all of them. You feel me? They already was SQAUD Up. You feel me? But when I came, we started the SQAUD Up rap group. For real. So, shout out to Wayne. You know what I'm saying? For real. Yeah, like that's how I joined, man. I kind of spitting and when it first started, it was just me, Wayne, and Mario. You know what I'm saying? And then Wayne added gutter to it, and and streets and stuff like that. And I brought Dizzy. You know what I'm saying? Cause me and Dizzy actually was a group before all of that. For real, you did. We had the group Tragedy. Me and Raw Dizzy, Raw Di, and I brought Dizzy around, and shit, and we rocked out from there. You did. The rest is history. For real, for real. Shout out to the whole squad, you know what I'm saying? I still talk to everybody. I talk to that nigga Streets in a second, though. But I still talk to everybody, you know what I mean? Shout out to the whole squad, man, for real. My advice to upcoming artists, and I tell a lot of upcoming artists this all the time because I see them every day. Um, Keep grinding, man. Keep grinding. Don't nobody else can dream your dream. You only dream your dream. Cause real talk, like when I like started rapping and people really started hearing me rap, just you know what I'm saying, just on the streets, on the block, shit like that. Nigga would have never thought that I actually become what I became off of rapping. You feel me? But that was the dream I had. You feel me? But for real, because a lot of people, they ain't gonna support you because they used to seeing you a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people can't imagine you being this big rap star, and doing all the things that they can't achieve. You feel me? So you gotta follow your own dream, man. Your dream is your dream. Nobody else can dream your dream but you. And that's real. Fee, bro, Fee was a real nigga from day one. You know how some niggas you meet, you know what I'm saying? They be real with you, you did, but as time passed, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, straight with them. Fee been the same nigga since I met him, dog. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just being all the way trill with you, bro. And the song that you referring to keep it real with me. You know what I mean? Like around that time, my nigga, like shit was crazy for me. You know what I'm saying? For real, my nigga. Like I was fucked up. Like I was homeless, everything. You know what I'm saying? Fee used to drop me off from the studio. You heard me straight to the corner. You know what I'm saying? You there on Mason and Galvez, like straight to the corner. I ain't had no choice but to sit out there and flight all night. You know what I'm saying? Travel, I ain't had nowhere to go. I ain't had until one day that nigga was like, man, fuck that. Like I'm not about to. Where you going? You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, fuck. I'm like, nigga, I ain't got nowhere to go. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm out here. You hear me? For real, dog. And you gotta think about it. I'm leaving the studio with Lil Wayne and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. You hear me? Coming right back to fucking Mason and Gal. You know what I'm saying? 2, 3 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get my little rocks off and shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. You hear me? So Fee, like, took it upon himself, like, and his people and shit had property and shit all over, and so he had got the little spot in the Fifth Ward. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the whole Fifth Ward. You heard me, Goon Gang. You know what I'm saying? Weavy, you did. You heard me, all of them, man. For real, for real. You heard me, Free Bonker. You know what I'm saying? He got the spot in the Fifth Ward and made it out of the studio, and he was like, "Yo, man, like, you living here. You know what I'm saying? You living here and record and get it in. You know what I'm saying? For real, and that's how I recorded that whole Legacy mixtape there. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. Me and Nelson was like the engineer, you did, but besides that, like I was recording myself. I was, like I learned everything. That's how I learned everything myself. Because being in there by myself all day, I mean, like, really grinding, dog, 3 in the morning, baby crying. I mean, for real, I'm in there with my kids and all, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real, nigga. My mattress, nigga, I had the air mattress. My air mattress was inside the booth. You know what I'm saying? For real. You remember getting up, nigga, holding my baby, trying to hold him from crying and rap at the same time and shit. Like, for real, you did, for real, man. Like, shit was real during that time, for real, man. Shout out to Fee. Yeah, dad, like a man, like a man. Oh man, from New Orleans, born and raised, 9 Wall, Maison Street. You know what I mean? To be exact, you hear me? Shout out to the whole 9-0. You feel me? Oh man, I've been rapping. On lie, I've been rapping since probably like when I was in elementary. Like just from watching TV and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to rap. I always wanted to rap, bro. And I just always rapping, man, and I got my shot. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know, especially like coming from where I'm from, man. Like you would have never thought, you know. But see, coming out the ninth ward though, you know, like I looked up to people like Fila Phil and LOG, you did Pimp Daddy, you did stuff like that, you know, for real. And real talk, like when I seen the hot boys doing anything and how young they was, and I was like around that same age, so I'm like, man, hold up, man, like I could really, really do this. For real, for real. So I've been rapping for a long time, but I ain't really getting the studio, man, till probably about 2004. You know what I mean? 2004, stuff like that. 2004, 2005. Like when I finally like got around Lil Wayne and shit. Like when I really like got in the studio and started really, really, you know, like homing my skills. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that let me know it was real. Um, grinding, dog. And that's why I tell a nigga, man, like keep grinding, bro, 'cause you never know who watching, who, you know, like who looking at you. You know what I'm saying? He came across a song that I did, and that nigga reached out, like for real. I don't know how this nigga got my number, and that nigga just reached out for real, and it was like 2, 3 in the morning. For real, you know what I'm saying? He called me like 2, 3 in the morning, dog. I'm knocked out. And the trip part is I was in New York. You know, so for real, I'm in New York. You hear me? In the projects in New York, like on in his area. You know what I'm saying? On 134th and God Brewer and all that. You did. So when he reached out, I just was like, huh? Like who? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, like I couldn't believe it. You feel me? And he was actually down here in the city shooting a movie. So I flew back down here and I met him right then and there. Like he was like, I got these tracks. You know, I got these tracks, you know, just take them home and, you know what I'm saying, you know, write to them or whatever, you feel me, and get back with me. And he had a studio inside a van, you know what I'm saying, on a movie set. So I'm like, take them home and get, what? Nigga, what? I'm about to get it in right now. You know what I'm saying? And it was crazy because he wasn't used to a nigga working that fast. And, you know, just that kind of work ethic. So after he did like 2 scenes, whatever scenes he did, he come back. I done had fucking 3 of the tracks done. You know what I'm saying? He gave me 5 tracks to do. So when he came back, I had 3 of them bit done. That nigga was like, man, like fuck, like, you know, for real. I'm like, my nigga, like I ain't got nothing else to do. Like what I'm about to do, go back to the block. You know what I'm saying? For real. I'm like, fuck, I'm meeting you, my nigga. What? You know, you put an obstacle in front of me, nigga, I'm about to tag this. For real. So, and from that, man, like that moment on, he just, you know, he just was fucking with me tough. For real. Like, you fucking with me tough, man. So, for everybody that's out there doing y'all thing, man, like, keep doing it. Keep going. You know what I'm saying? You never know who watching. For real. Oh, shit, before music, man, I was young and dumb. You know what I'm saying? Like any other little nigga, man. For real. Like just young and dumb, man, doing stupid shit. You did, you name it, and you did it. You know what I'm saying? For real, for real. So, you know, it's like everyday shit, man. That's why, like, rapping was like the freedom for me. You know, because like coming up, man, you can't see yourself trying to be no restaurant waiter, you know, something like that. You know what I'm saying? I know I wasn't that smart of a nigga to try to be the president. So, you know, you did, but they had to do what they had to do, for real, man. And speaking on that, like, for all of the niggas out there, man, look, if y'all come from a good home and all of that, man, stay the fuck out the streets, man. The streets ain't for everybody. For real, they got niggas that hustle because they have to hustle. They don't got no choice but to hustle. And they got niggas that just want to hustle just to look cool and just to say they doing it. You feel me? And that be the niggas that end up being the snitch niggas. You know what I'm saying? And you know, niggas that end up, you know, just being the bitch niggas that, like, they ain't made for that shit. They ain't built for that shit. So, you know, if you gonna fuck with that life, man, just know the consequences that come with it. You hear me? Real talk. Like, you know, like once your career reach, you know, a certain milestone where you want it to be, where you need it to be, you don't have to move out your city. You know, it's always a good thing to you know, to move out of the city and see something new and, you know, be in a new environment and stuff like that. But you gotta always stay grounded, man, so you won't forget who you are and forget where you came from. For real, like no matter what was going on with me, man. Like I always had houses everywhere else. I had houses in Atlanta, houses in Cali, it did in Florida, everywhere. But I always was in the city. You know what I'm saying? For real, I always was in the city, man. For real, because this is where my real friends at, my real, you know, people like that. Because I know one thing: everybody that know me as kid, they don't know me. There ain't nobody I could hang around. You know what I'm saying? For real, I like to be around people that still gonna be like, boy, if you don't get your ugly ass from around, you know what I'm saying? For real, you know, you need that. You need that to stay grounded. You feel me? And in this city, I feel like it's more about how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you carry yourself a certain way, you know, and to a certain standpoint, you know what I'm saying? Like people gonna respect you. You know they gonna respect your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because New Orleans is small. Everybody know everybody. You feel me? That's why they always say it's the people that's close to you that get you. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about how you carry yourself, man. And you definitely gotta watch yourself. You know what I mean? Because like I said, the city is small, man. So if you out here beefing and you out here this and that, you can't hide, you can't duck your wreck. So you know what I mean? So just be safe. You know what I'm saying? Stay dangerous. Oh yeah, of course, man. I'm gonna be dropping Undeniable either at the top of the year. I wanted to drop it at the end of this year, but I'm gonna hold out. I'm gonna just drop it at the top of the year. Um, Me and my partner Beast, he from Uptown. We just did a joint project called From Uptown to Downtown. We're gonna drop that like around 25th, around 25th. You did November this month here. You know, and you know, just keep trying to flood the streets, man. I dropped 3 projects this year. You dig? If y'all ain't know, you know what I'm saying? We'll get down questionable. That Peanut from Mazan, the Hustle of Heat. You know what I'm saying? For real, you know, got a lot of this shit coming up, man. Raw. It's raw. It like if you listen to me, like my music ain't for, it ain't too much for radio. You know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. I don't glorify the success. You know, I don't glorify the success because the most successful I became made me realize how much more my people struggling. You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather talk about the struggle and talk about the things I had to do to get successful. You know what I mean? Before I go to saying, oh, I got this, I got that, and, you know, and all that extra ass shit. You feel me? Because I feel like when you're doing that, you're feeding people into a fantasy. You know what I'm saying? And everybody not living that fantasy life that you living. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you gotta keep it raw, man. You gotta stay grounded, stay hood, for real. If that's where you come from, if that's, you know what I'm saying, in line of music. Right now, I'm doing like my own like independent thing. You know what I'm saying? I've been sitting down with a couple labels. I sat down with Atlantic, sat down with Sony, and all this and that. But for the most part, like being independent is the best way to go. You feel me? Because you don't really want nobody having so much control over you. And then at the same time, the way the game is right now, you know what I mean? You collect so much of your own money. You know what I mean? Because that's all. I feel like that's what a lot of labels do right now. They just, you know, they sign artists. They know that they hot. You know what I'm saying? So they know they gonna build off them. And us being, you know, coming from the streets, and like from a new artist standpoint, you know, you coming from nothing. So when somebody throw a big bag in your face, you about to jump to that. You know what I'm saying? For real, you jumping straight to that. You feel me? So my advice, you know what I'm saying, like stay independent, man. You know, make your moves. You feel me? Until you get the right deal. You know what I'm saying? Don't sign no deals until you get the right deal. For real, like take it from me. I've been in all kind of predicaments, man. All kind of predicaments, bro. And it took all of those mistakes that I made and everything, you know, for me to get business savvy about everything. Because I wasn't nothing but just a good rapper and a hustler. You know what I'm saying? For real. And when it came down to the business side of shit, I always had other people handling it for me. You know what I'm saying? Which kept me in the blind with a lot of things. For real, so I had to wise up, you know what I mean? Step up, you feel me? For real, man. For real. So be about your business, man, and do what you gotta do, what you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? Not what the next man wants you to do, what you gotta do, man. For real. Shout out to, to everybody I fucked with, you know what I'm saying? For real, because there's no regrets and nothing. For real. So shout out to 50, shout out to Wayne. You know what I mean? For real, without y'all, I wouldn't have a name. I wouldn't have the status that I have. For real. Um, Man, what really influenced me, Brian, ain't gonna front, like, just, like, watching TV, you know what I'm saying? And if it had to come down to artists, you feel me? I'd say people like LOG, you know what I'm saying? LOG, and it's because I felt like he was one of the first gangster rappers from the Ninth Wall. You know what I mean? That's one thing. Like in New Orleans, you gonna rep wherever you from. You know what I'm saying? For real, now, like I said, like the hot boys and shit, yeah, they motivated a nigga and everything. You did, but it was people like LOG that I really like looked up to. You did, because I felt like he was hood. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was from out the 9, he was representing the 9, you know what I mean? He naming streets and all that shit that I done walked on, that I done been on and stuff like that, you hear me? For real. Now, a lot of people probably don't remember LOG, or probably don't did, but like, he one of the first niggas that held it down for downtown. You know what I'm saying? Him, Feel I Feel, you know what I'm saying? And Pimp Daddy, you know what I mean? For real. Feel I Feel, crazy story, right? I got a cousin, my cousin, his name Pete. He out press pulp. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm probably like 9, 10 years old, real talk. Like 9, 10 years old. I rap for my cousin Pete, like, nigga, you there, like, night, da da da. That same day, he bought Feel I Feel to my house, on Mazan, nigga. Here, I'm like 9, 10 years old, nigga, for real, yeah, man. Nigga, I'm really like battling Feel I Feel in my living room, nigga. Like, yeah, here, for real. He'll tell you. He'll tell you. You know what I'm saying? He'll tell you for real, man. That's why, man, I always shout him out, always give him props, always give him, you know what I'm saying, the most respect ever. For real. He was like one of the first rappers that I listened to and actually got to meet. You know what I'm saying? So, shout out to Feel I Feel, man. When I first met Drake, like, we always on a bus. Dude, Candy was a professional ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Look, that boy came on the bus. He had and real dog. That nigga on one of the songs, he said, I had hit records on my demo. Remember that song? Now that nigga wasn't lying. That nigga wasn't lying because when Drake first came around us, he came on the bus. That nigga had a fucking folder, like a whole portfolio and shit. Like, nigga, for real, you gotta think about it. The nigga like, man, this nigga got a whole portfolio. For real, like he had a portfolio. He had he had his demo. You dig? Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Introduced himself and everything. And so, Wayne, he just like, all right, we're gonna check it out, whatever. Jay Prince brought him up there. Jay Prince and Taz. And so, we listened to the records. You did. That's how you, like, if you go back to the earliest shit that he dropped, you know what I'm saying? Like with the song that I'm on, that they probably, that they didn't remix, like even the I Want This Shit Forever, man, like that track, you know what I'm saying? That was one of the tracks he came with on his demo, and me and Wayne had got on it. You know what I'm saying? We all had redid the song, and like I said, like that was shit that he already had. You know what I'm saying? And and that shit just blew up, man. You know what I'm saying? Went out the water, and even with Drake's situation, like it taught me a whole lot. When Drake came, like he had everything ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? He had managers, he had, you know what I'm saying, the publicists, he had everything. For real. Like, nigga like me and, you know what I'm saying, everybody else around, like we ain't have none of that. You know what I'm saying? All our dependence was on Wayne. You feel me? For real. And like I said, it's a lot of mistakes, that you had to grow up from. You dig? For real, you gotta really teach yourself the business part of everything too. For real. So man, shout out to Drake, bro, cause he ain't no stuck up ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. Every time I see dude still show the same love he showed me when we was, when we was rocking together. For real. Shout out to dude, and shout out to him for putting on for the city. You know what I'm saying? And for real, really like, introducing Bounce to the world and all that shit too, for real. Shout out to him, man. Um, Lately I've been putting all my music out, on iTunes, the spin reelers, all of the, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is just go to whatever site you like to go download your music on. You're there, you can find my music there. But I prefer you to go to iTunes though. You know what I'm saying? Go cop that, man. You hear me? Nigga gotta eat. You dig? And my social platforms. You can follow me on Kid Radio 9 on Instagram. That's KIDD RLLNR9. Right now, real nigga shit. Right now, I'm kind of hacked out of that. So I got the Peanut from Mazan page. That's my backup page on IG. So you still looking for me? Go to Peanut from Mazan. You know what I'm saying? Peanut and FROMMAZANT. You did Peanut from Mazan. And I'm on Twitter. It's KKITSKIDD. Follow me on Snapchat. Kid Radio 5. You heard?